Everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. Until the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel, and to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video, and to stay tuned on in towards the second half of this video, guys. Right after this, we're going to talk about the ticker symbols we mentioned over at the Discord, and as well as a ticker symbol you want to add to your watch list for those that invest in the stock market as well. Now, if you're just into crypto, then that part might not be as interesting to you. But if you're doing both, you definitely want to stay tuned on in, because I'm going to share with you guys an opportunity. And as I stated, we're going to talk about the stocks we mentioned over at the Discord. And if you want to become part of that, you're more than welcome to. The link is down below in the description, and we look forward to having you join us. And by joining, you'll gain access to all the opportunities that await you. So, Shiba Inu, right? SHIBA INU. So there's a lot of hype behind this, right? I am not a big investor into crypto, but I've been studying the market of crypto for some time. I did a video on SafeMoon talking about one of the loops that if investors started to realize it, you know, even though there's a penalty, they can get around it if they have a certain amount of gains. And as we saw, SafeMoon started to fall pretty quickly, because as investors started to realize that, I noticed it, and I'm not even invested in it. So I stated, you know what? This is something that a lot of investors might become aware of pretty soon. And if they do, that little penalty has nothing to do with all the gains they've received, because the point of SafeMoon is for everyone to hold and actually be rewarded by holding and go higher. But if it starts to collapse, then a lot of investors start to come out, and they rather take the penalty and take the small gains that they have beyond it, or break even or a small loss. So that's what we saw with SafeMoon. I'm not saying that SafeMoon's plan can't work out. In the long run, they have a pretty good structure to what they're trying to do with that cryptocurrency, but it was very interesting, and I have not invested to this day in any crypto myself, but I am analyzing these different charts and these different opportunities. So this is one that exploded tremendously in a very short period of time, but this has only been around since obviously April, a little bit after the time that SafeMoon came out, and then it started to kind of consolidate, and it shot up in May. This became a big deal in May. Now, this started to run number one with all the cryptos because of the fact that they have a very good target with this one. They basically are using the same, you know, dog and icon of Doge and or Doge coin, as people call it, Doge coin. And Doge coin and this coin are supposed to battle, right? That's like the goal, right? They're both meme coins, and they're looking to make them also the mainstream type of, not fiat, but currency for the public. That's really the goal with these, and that's what everyone's speculating and everything like that. But wherever Bitcoin goes, all these little coins tend to follow. They don't have their own paths. They all move together. So, very interesting enough, this had an explosive growth with the scares of inflation, obviously Bitcoin hitting new highs, Dogecoin, you know, running as well. And here we are seeing it start to fall. This has lost about 75% of its value. Now, I'm not saying that it can lose it all, or it might not even come back up, nothing like that. There's possibilities here with this, but something I want us to remember as investors is this is too fresh, too new, and this must have been hype of how new it was. Dogecoin has been around since 2012, 2013, and it took a while for it to pick up some steam, guys, and it went sideways for years. So don't be surprised if Shiba Inu goes ahead and sits sideways for years or for months, right? Now, if there's some crypto hype that actually starts to push cryptos higher, and a lot of investor sentiment starts to get positive, then this starts to move with it. But in its own personal approach and experience for how short-lived it's been on the market, this could be sitting sideways for a while. But don't be surprised if it ever spikes up again with high volatility as investors start to run back into this one, because it's going to compete against Doge, or someone found more interesting things about it. But right now, this is too new to tell where is it really going to go and how far could it go. But there is something interesting, and I want to share this article with you guys, because if this does happen, you're going to see in effect that this could be Dogecoin number 2 or its competitor, quote unquote, right? And let's look at it here. So Shiba Inu fans petition for Robinhood listing as coin drops 75% this month. It was actually dropping 50%. It's now dropped 75%. Now I want you guys to see here how they state something about Dogecoin. So Dogecoin was the popular cryptocurrency token that started as a joke in 2013 and was accepted onto Robinhood back in July 2018. So look how long it took. It took some time. And since it reached Robinhood, it took several months and years actually for investors to start accessing it and actually buying it. You know, there's one cryptocurrency that's actually down there with Dogecoin. I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but it's Ripple. If Ripple was on here, I think it would run even higher. I mean, just any type of cryptocurrency on Robinhood can run much further with the support of the public investor, especially the Gen Z and millennials that are using this application very much, and especially beginning and new investors, because it is more user friendly in their opinion. That's what they find to be the experience, and that's why on Robinhood there's a lot of momentum when these actually gain exposure. So Ripple, you can't really obtain it through Robinhood from what I know of. You could see it, but you can't really purchase it. I don't think it's still available unless they made it available since the last time I checked, but I remember that it wasn't available. Now Dogecoin was, and Dogecoin in 2 years, almost 3, has actually gained a lot of traction because of Robinhood over time, little by little, then the cryptocurrency craze of actually going upwards, and then all the momentum pushing it up, and then Elon Musk tweeting, all these different celebrities tweeting, and then just all compounded over and over to newer highs. Now, if Shiba Inu goes ahead and joins Robinhood this early in its infancy, it may have a long-lasting impact of bringing this one upwards at some point, or actually sitting sideways while a lot of investors are piling up until the next catalyst that can actually make this turn into Dogecoin number 2 or its competitor to probably even surpass it. That's the goal here between these two meme coins and also smaller coins, to see who wins, right? Or whatever it is that they're trying to do. And then there's investors making gains and opportunities out of this. So this was actually, and I'm going to say it by, the zeros was at 0.4, right? Of zeros. There was 4 zeros in front of the number at 3 at the highest point. So it was 0.00003. And right now we are sitting at 5 zeros in front of the numbers, right? 0.000009. So this has gone down tremendously, like we saw in the article, 75%. But this is a big deal. This is huge news for Shiba Inu if this actually goes ahead and passes. If this petition allows Robinhood to list it either later this year or within this year or in the next few years, it's going to make it its competitor for sure. And Dogecoin and Shiba are going to go head to head to see which one wins or which one brings the investors higher, and also which one may become part of a currency of investors to use. Like, that's one of the biggest goals that a lot of investors that are in right now in Dogecoin and Shiba want to do. They want to make it compete with the fiat. They want it to make it a universal cryptocurrency that a lot of people can use to inter-exchange things and purchase things with. That's going to be revolutionary, and Shiba is the next one up to the plate if Robinhood gets access, because you can't get this from every single different platform. But if it gets to Robinhood, it's going to be accessible to many people. So think about that, be aware of that, and as always, guys, if you learned something new, thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned, because we're going to talk about a ticker symbol you won't want to miss, and the ticker symbols I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. The ticker symbol I have to share with you guys today is one that we talked about over at the Patreon early on this morning. We were watching as it was going into further weakness, and Cathie Wood has not stopped adding to this position. This is a stock you definitely want to have on your watch list if you don't have it already. It actually hit new lows we had not seen in months. It jumped back up this week. It's consolidating right now, and this is the time to do further due diligence to see if in this consolidation there'll be a catalyst to pull it further up, or if it's going to go into further weakness once again, presenting itself as a bigger opportunity. We're going to talk about that in just a moment, but let me share with you guys two of the stocks that we went ahead and mentioned this morning. So EDU was one of the stocks we mentioned this morning that performed more than we expected, right? Pretty fast early on. We caught it at 10.10, and it was an analysis upgrade from Goldman Sachs at 10.10. ANPC gave us small opportunities of 3 to 5%. TLC was the same thing, but EDU and DPW were the stocks we were watching closely, and EDU fell down to a low here of 9.95 and hit a high of 10.73, pulled back again, giving an 8 to 9% opportunity right off the bat, pulled back and just continued to run, giving a 20% plus opportunity throughout the day. That was phenomenal to actually have a run like that, but it was not expected right away, right? This is something that is rare to actually see a stock like this pull back so fast and run like that all day, but Goldman Sachs does not stick their head out randomly like that to put an analysis price target upwards and upgrade it for no reason. So it was kind of reasonable for this to move like this, but we were looking for that quick 5 to 10% on a regular day, and we caught it. 10 to 20% is a great day, and 20% plus is a home run. So this was our other regular day opportunity, and it was DPW. We actually caught it in the pre-market pretty close to its low here, and we're going to look at this right here closely. When I mentioned it, DPW was sitting at 257, and net income was $2 million for Q1 versus last year's loss of almost $7 million. So it was jumping on revenue growth, and it was right there at 256, 1 cent off, and it shot up to a high here of 273, giving close to 8 to 10% once again on the day. Pulled back again, giving another 10% plus opportunity. So this stock did have some momentum here, and it built up based off of its movement early on. That's what we were looking for, and if this is something that interests you and you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to. The link is down below in the description to the Discord, and we look forward to having you join us. So the ticker symbol is BFLY, Butterfly Network Inc. This is a stock you want to have on your watch list because Cathie Wood, regardless if she sells or buys, she's buying more than she sells. Her position has grown over time, and we started watching this one going into weakness, hit a new low we had not seen in months at the $9.20 range, picked up some momentum, consolidated, and it's going upwards again. Now, this is something to watch if it's going to go into further weakness or continue to consolidate before the next run. Now, this is a stock that's going to disrupt its sector in niche, so it is something to do your research on, do your due diligence so you understand more about it. I believe it's going to change lives. I believe it's going to change everything on how we see it for what it focuses on and what this innovation will do. But that's just my opinion. Doesn't mean it has to be yours. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just here to enlighten you guys on opportunities that I'm seeing based off the charts and the overall market and sector of what this could do or what any stock can do. But it does not mean that I tell you to buy, sell, or hold any positions on any of the stocks I mentioned. Now let's look at how Cathie Wood, her position is sitting right now with Butterfly Network. So her total amount for Butterfly Network is 7.5 million shares at a value of $80 million. She's pretty bullish to be having that one up there. She's been buying tremendously over time, and at these dips, it's looking like an even bigger opportunity. And after the SPAC merger that happened, it hit highs here of $29. It has been going downwards. The SPAC industry has just been totaled and downward trended, but there could be a reversal for the companies that are innovative and changing the game. So this is one of those that I believe is changing the game. You have to do your due diligence to understand it, but definitely keep it on your watch list moving forward. I'm going to be looking for further weakness or consolidation before the next run with strength. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.